Capcom announced a new character for Street Fighter V, coming up, and it's Nash, or it's gonna be Charlie. He's called Nash in Japan. He was called Charlie here in America. I don't know if they're gonna continue that. I mean, they eventually revealed, like, canonically that his name is Charlie Nash, so he's like, that's his full name, Charlie Nash. But they did the Nash in the trailer that they showed for his debut in Street Fighter V, and he kind of looks like a combination between Charlie and Shadow. Shadow was his alternate character. You kind of saw him. You saw him in the more in the Marvel's Capcom games than anything else. He wasn't really like an official character in the like the base Street Fighter games. He was in the Alpha series, and then he like died, and that's the motivation for the character behind Guile this whole time, was he's trying to avenge his friend Charlie, and they carry that into Street Fighter 4. Now in Street Fighter 5, he's showing up as a new character. It's kind of interesting. I'm kind of glad they're bringing him back, but this is kind of bringing a problem with I see with Street Fighter 5 is, guys, Capcom, if you're gonna go ahead and make Street Fighter 5, go ahead. By the way, nice try with that whole Charlie Nash thing, whatever. I'm still waiting for your whatever final version of the game you're deciding to come out with before I pick it up. So don't try to pull that shit. Oh, look, we're bringing back Charlie. Not gonna work. Not gonna work. I'm gonna wait, because I know damn well whether it ends up being multi-plat or not in the future. Like, there's gonna be Street Fighter 5, then there's gonna be like Street Fighter 5 second round or second impact or whatever. You know how Capcom, what they do with these Street Fighters by now. They don't release just one Street Fighter sequel or one game in the series. They release multiple versions of the same one. Remember, Street Fighter 4 is up to Ultra. I think it might be one. I think it's about the same amount or one less than Street Fighter 2, which had like a bolt. Let's see, there was Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Well, Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, Street Fighter 2 Turbo. It was combined when it finally came out the console. Super Street Fighter 4 and Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. So okay, that was 5 of that one. And and then there was Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter 2 Second Impact or Giant Attack. I think it was like Second Impact Giant Attack. I had like a bunch of different titles on it. And Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, so they made 3 versions of that. So, and Street Fighter 4, there was Street Fighter 4 Super Arcade Edition and then Ultra, right? So okay, so there's one less of Street Fighter 4 than there was Street Fighter 2. But nevertheless, that doesn't mean that Capcom's not going to make a multiple version of Street Fighter 5, because I'm pretty sure there are, and everybody can say, no, they're not. It's going to be this. They're going to make multiple versions. They could easily make one version and then add upon that with DLC as future goes. And they could add new characters or this and the other thing. They could easily do that, and they should, but they're probably not going to. They're going to make multiple versions of the game and multiple version where you can either add on to what you already have or buy it on physical disc. So I could be wrong about that. I hope I am. Maybe Capcom will finally do the right thing and be like, okay, here's Street Fighter 5, and they'll add on to it gradually till they're at some final version which you can just download, which you could do for Street Fighter 4, but basically every version came out on physical disc, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to be much different. It's not going to be any different with okay, well, between regular and Super, there were like separate discs, but later on you can add on. I'm getting off topic, by the way. So yeah, basically, okay, I'm glad you're bringing back this character. I'm glad you're looking like some kind of hybrid character where he's all like kind of half Shadow, half Charlie, stitched up. He got like some third eye thing going on. He's got some like bump in the middle of his head. I don't know what that does. He can teleport. He can fucking teleport. Why is he teleport all of a sudden? Oh my god, no! I didn't like that. I mean, it was kind of cool. He looked like he had some cool moves where he could do a sound boost. He could do like his version of Flash Kick. He does he comes down instead of going up. I don't know. He might have the other one, but he looked cool. But the teleport thing, no, that just fucking no teleport for that character. Just stop it. Just fucking stop it with the teleport. You already got enough teleporting characters. You don't need another one, and you don't need Charlie doing it. However, if you're gonna make Street Fighter V, please, Capcom, for the love of God, make new characters like you did with Street Fighter 3. You had a whole bunch of new characters. Alright, fine. I get you bringing back Ryu and Ken and Chun-Li and now Charlie, and I'm pretty sure maybe M. Bison might be in there. I kind of hope he isn't, because fuck that character. His time is done. I would like to see this being an actual sequel, because if you didn't know, Street Fighter 4 is actually a prequel to Street Fighter. It happened before, between Street Fighter 2 and Street Fighter 3. I want this. I know story-wise, story in Street Fighter is like not that important because it's not the basis, but you know, if you're gonna go that route, I want to see, you know, them progress. I want to see, this is like years after Street Fighter. I want it like in current time. This is after Street Fighter 3, like years later, you know, whatever. Although I don't think it is, because Ryu looks just like, well, the characters look like they do in Street Fighter 4, just like more high res. But when you go into Street Fighter 2 and Street Fighter 3, the characters look older, and they looked older in Part 4 because it like happened a little after Part 2. But the characters did look older. They look like, you know, Ryu looked older. He looked wiser. He knew his moves better. He was like way better at his fighting style than he was in like the previous ones. You know, he was like at his peak where he's almost on par. He was as strong as Evil Ryu without actually having to be Evil Ryu. And that was cool. And like, you know, Ken had his like wife and kid and stuff like that. And like Sean, I think they should bring back Sean. I know a lot of people probably didn't like Sean, but I think some people could have been good with him. So I want to see Sean come back. Maybe not so much Gil. Fuck Gil. Don't put Gil in there. Maybe not Necro, but you know, some new characters. All right, don't rehash characters you already have in previous games. I'd like to see some Street Fighter 3 characters come back. I think Alex would be a cool character to come back. I mean, they brought back, what's his name? Fucking Hugo. So why not Alex? Alex, I think, was an awesome character. He should be in Street Fighter 5. I hope they bring him back. But other than that, Elena's in like the new version of Street Fighter 4 or whatever. Just that's fine. But new characters, and if you're gonna redo some characters, I would like to see Alex. I think that's a good one to bring back. Who else would be cool to bring back? I mean, they brought back Ibuki. I mean, come on. Like, I'm trying to think of other characters in Street Fighter 3 that'd be cool to come back. I don't want to say Remy. Fuck Remy. You already got. I mean, you're already gonna have Guile and Nash. You don't need Remy. You don't need a third character in that vein. Who else would be cool? Q. I think Q would be a cool character to bring back. I don't know. I was like, I've seen some people do some different things. I think Q would be a cool character to come back with. 12. I think 12 would be a good character too. I think we're going to use him. And what's his name? Fuck, Gil's brother, Urian. Stupid name, but that'd be a cool character to bring back. I kind of like he was kind of a cool character because he made his skin metal. I mean, that's a cool character to bring back. I think you should bring him back. Who else? I don't remember a lot of the characters from Street Fighter 3. But, I mean, they already brought back most of the Street Fighter 3 characters for Street Fighter 4 anyway. You had, like, Yin and Yang or Yin and Yang. Ibuki came back. Elena came back. A lot of those characters already came back. So if you're going to bring a few more characters, I think, like, Q, 12, and Alex would be cool characters to bring. I don't remember. I think that was it. I mean, who else was there in Street Fighter 3? Like, Necro? I already said no, don't bring back fucking Necro. Or if you're going to bring back Necro, leave out Dawson. Because he was, like, pretty much Dawson for Street Fighter 3. So if you're going to bring back Necro, leave out Dawson. Swap out some characters, you know, make it interesting. You know, but on top of all else, make new characters. I would like to see at least 5 or 6 new characters out of all this. So characters I'd like to see come back are Sean, Urian, Necro if they don't bring back Dawson, 12, and Q. That'd be some cool characters to bring back right there. Plus, make some, if you're not going to do that, make some new ones. I want to see new characters, new moves, new moveset. No, don't bring them back from the EX series. Don't bring them from the Alpha series. Don't bring them back from Street Fighter 1. I don't want to see fucking, like, Geki in there. Or whatever, the Ninja of the Claw. You already got Vega. I don't want to see, like, the old dude. What's his name? I don't remember his name, but there's, like, an older guy. Like, no. I want to see some brand new characters that we have not seen in Street Fighter. Make them with your ridiculous fucking backstories, if you must. I mean, that's fine. But seriously, new characters, Capcom. Seriously. Otherwise, there's really no point in making the sequel if you're not going to bring back, like, extra other characters. Don't bring back, what's his name? Don't bring back Seth. Fuck Seth. He wasn't that great of a character to begin with. I hated him. But yeah, I mean, I could see there are going to be a lot of characters returning, but new characters, like actual new characters, I think would be cool. What's his name? The crazy one, Street Fighter 4. The doll one. I don't remember her fucking name. You know, the one does the kickboxer one. She was. I think she'd be pretty. You can go ahead and bring her back. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, new characters, and I listed the ones that I like to see come back if they're going to redo some characters and stuff like that. So I just want to put that out there. So yes, Street Fighter V, Introduce Nash, yeah, whatever. Still gonna wait and see what they do with this one. I'm slightly interested in Street Fighter V. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a Street Fighter fan, even though I haven't played Street Fighter 4 in I think 3 years. But that's because I just lost interest in the game, and I got my ass kicked online all the time. So like, fuck it, I'm not gonna be good at these people, or I'm not gonna be able to be as cheap as these people, because some are just cheap as hell. And I kind of retired from fighting games online, but whatever. But I'd like to see. This is what I'd like to see if they bring back other characters. So that's just my thoughts on that. So and don't bring back fucking DiCaprio, whatever her name is. Fuck that Cammy clone. Get her the fuck out of there. She shouldn't even been a new character in Ultra Street Fighter 4. That was just a rip-off of a fan-made characters. Just get that fan-made monsters. Get that shit out of here. Do not put that bitch ass in the game. Don't need her. Didn't need her in Street Fighter 4 Ultra or whatever. Don't need her in Street Fighter 5. Just forget that character existed and don't bring her back. But the other ones is fine. So, like I said, the characters listed and new ones. I stress, even if they don't bring back the other characters, new characters, new game, new characters, new shit, new. That's what I'm going after. That's the theme here, is new stuff.